Okay.
Yeah, big one.
It's a big one. And straight up to the next interview, we've got a big show today on Startup Daily. Moving right along, neobanks have been one of the emerging and successful trends in fintech, and now it seems like others are lining up to disrupt the disruptors. Will Banks is co-founder and CEO of Infinity. He says he's building Australia's first product disruptive bank. Now, to tell us exactly what that means, he joins us now via Skype.
Luke, hi. Great to have you on the show. Tell us, what do you mean by product disruptive?
Hi, both of you. Thanks for having me on the show.
Great to have you here. Tell us what you mean by product disruptive and how you're going to do it.
So what we're doing is we're looking to address the concerns that are raised in the Royal Commission. And with regards to product disruptive, what we're offering is SME, retail and premier services from day one. The banking sector at the moment is heavily focused on the technology side of banking. And we think that the technology is something that underpins banking and shouldn't just define banking. So we're looking at products, and that products is what banking is all about. So we're going to be offering dynamic structured banking products, which will be personalized through sort of real-time analysis of each and every one of our customers to match their financial position. So we're looking very much at the financial well-being of each and every one of our customers.
So is it a combination of me having savings account and loan, and then sort of you putting some magic in the middle that sort of helps me manage my money?
Kind of. So one good example would be if you're a business or an individual and you are looking for a loan, you will be judged on that single period of time for that loan to be written. Now, what we think is that loan could have a term of 5 years. And we don't think it's fair that over that 5 years, if your credit rating improved, for example, why are you still being penalised from your financial position, say 2-3 years ago? So we will be passing on the reduction in risk onto the customer in the sense of lowering their interest rate.
Then I suppose the converse of that is, if I'm in this COVID period right now and my risk is certainly up, then wouldn't my rates go up?
No. So we're not increasing the rates, we'd only be reducing them. Now, in a period of financial distress, one of the other things that we're doing is we're going to be looking at the cash flows of each and every one of our customers. So because of our sophisticated technology stack, we will know exactly the transactions that will be coming in and out of your account. And therefore the repayments, for example, of your loans will be adjusted depending on how the analytics around how your transactions are looking over, let's say, the last 6 months. So we will know that you'll have some heavy payments coming out, let's say next month or the month after, and therefore rather than make things difficult for you, we will reduce your repayments to accommodate that.
It sounds like a great concept, Will. What stage is Infinity at the moment?
So at the minute, we are the team is in terms of the execs are pretty much put together. Extremely sophisticated, internationally recognised team. We've got the tech partners, which are internationally recognised. They're aligned to creating a unique tech stack. We've got our air for sale licence submitted. We're currently about a month away from submitting our UK licence. We're also looking at Fiji and New Zealand. And we're just waiting on the air for sale to come back. We've also now accumulated around about $30 million of discounts and incentives, but we're still self-funding. So where we are now is we're looking for our next round of funding, which will be up to around about $23 million, which will enable us not only to launch the prepaid business, but it will enable us to launch the bank as well.
So one of the things that you've said is that you're not only coming after the major banks, you're coming after the neo banks as well. Quite ambitious. Why is that? Isn't the pie big enough for all of you at this point in time?
I'm not sure I actually said that, but you wouldn't be wrong in saying that. Let's put it that way. Look, the Australian market is a fantastic market. It's probably about 8 to 10 years behind the UK, and for me, that's massive possibilities. The UK is pretty saturated, and even now there's still new banks and financial service businesses popping up. So there's plenty of space in Australia. I mean, Australia is sitting on around about $6.6 trillion of deposits. So there's plenty to go around. What we're doing is we're taking banking to the next level. That's how we see it. We believe that the Australian people and businesses are still dissatisfied with how the sector is looking. They want further options and they want further disruption. And I think, and that's what we're going to offer them.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your time, though, on the show today. We'll keep following as you go along, so check back in with us when you go through your next raise.
Will do. Thanks again.